I'm here with this BOYA Magic. This is the world's first AI-powered transformable wireless microphone per them. It's right there on the box. At the time of recording, this is about $90 and it has this cool 4-in-1 design. I'm always trying to look for a better microphone. The one I have is all right, but it's already starting to cut out on me. Sometimes it doesn't reliably record audio. So I've been exploring my options again. This has been trained on over 70,000 noise samples with over 20,000 hours of deep learning to do good noise canceling. Something else I'm kind of interested in. Supposedly it can suppress up to a negative 40 decibels of background noise while keeping the vocals clear. It is studio grade audio quality at 48 kilohertz with 24-bit recording, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz full frequency responses, and 115 decibel maximum sound pressure level. Pretty cool. So it should have like clear and natural sound for both speech and music recording. Obviously I'm going to use it for speech mostly. If I end up adopting this as my full-time microphone, it'll be for my channel. It does have some dual safety recording features like a smart limiter that prevents clipping, a safety track at negative 12 decibels as a backup. Now this should work with like iPhone, Android, DSLR cameras, laptops, even action cameras. I have the box and the desktop stand. It comes with this nice little bag. You put everything in, and I've just kind of got everything in there. So you do have this nice, this is pretty heavy. This is like aluminum here. This is aluminum, it is pretty thin, but you've got a nice chunky bit here, and it's got the wide base, so it's nice and stable. You do have the foam to cover it, and then here you pretty much have the unit. You get some cables, dead mouse, really big one. And then you get some smaller ones for the breakout mic, and then you've got, you know, your little doodad there. And everything's got nice little pockets in the bag. Again, there's some cables. You have for like your DSLR, you have the headphone jack kind of deal. You have USB-C to C and you have USB-C to A. I guess I can get rid of that silica gel packet. So the microphone itself, it does have the mount here. So let me loosen this. So, you know, I could thread it on here. So you can thread that on there. Obviously I would want to lock that, but then you have your microphone like that as a desktop mount. Let me take this off here for ease. Then you have the little compartment here that opens up, and then you have your two wireless mics, which is what I like. So you could have those. Let's take one out of there. They're magnetically in there. Then you do have a nice clip, so you can clip them to your lapel or whatever. The magnet will put them back in there, and then they do have the charging pins, so it will charge off this unit. And yeah, pretty nice. And those clip in there really nice. And then you've got your little dead mouse on the clip-on mic. Pretty cool. So I'm going to switch over to recording with one of these. So now we're recording with one of these mics. At first I wasn't sure, but this magnet does come off, so I can still put it on my t-shirt like I do, as that's how I do most of my videos. I will take this other brand one, and it has a magnet, and I'll put it on my shirt. This other brand's magnet's much larger, but this thing is way stronger. I knock this stupid thing off my shirt all the time. Like it gets caught on stuff, I'll move my hand and it'll go yeeting across the room. This thing's not only smaller, so it's less likely to get caught, but that is a much more powerful magnet. That's why I didn't think at first it came off, because I was like, oh, is that like glued on there or something? No, that's definitely just a magnet. And now, not only does this sound better to me, but you can see it's right there on my shirt. Let me grab the other one real fast. And let me cover the brand of the other one, because I don't give them free advertising. But, you know, much smaller. It's about half the size. Obviously it's going to have slightly less battery life, but anytime I'm recording, I'm using these for 10 or 15 minutes, and it's going to do plenty of that. And it's easy to just pop it in the thing, and I can grab the other one too. That's what I do with these sometimes. I have two of these, and I'll just switch indiscriminately back between them. I don't really do anything where I need to run the two microphones at once, but this will do that, just like the competing brand. I really like this thing.